What is going on, survivors? It's Explorer here, and welcome back to some more Astrometica. So, today, you guys, I have a goal to show you three different places where you can get yourself a bunch of gold for all of your crafting needs. I'm going to set this up into a bit of a beginner area with a mid-game area and a bit more of an end game area. So, to show off these three different areas, basically where you can bring your manual tool, come in, get a bunch of gold and be able to have it for all your crafting needs. So with that, let's get into today's video, shall we? All right, so for area number one, you guys, is basically going to be this bit of a asteroid cluster all around this big asteroid mining base right here. So you can see there's a whole bunch of different nodes. There's what, one, two, three right there, one right here, and then there's a couple. There's another one down there, and I think that might be one there, one there. So this is your first area. This one's pretty straightforward. Just come in with your mining tool. It obviously works a little bit better when you have more upgrades to your mining tool, but this is a great place right near the very beginning to be able to come in with your mining tool and grab a few extra bars. You might want to bring a couple oxygen tanks with you, depending on how long you're going to be out here. But yeah, so this is area number one. With that, I hope you guys are all having an awesome day, and I just want to give a shout out to all of my subscribers. So thank you guys for all of your support, and yeah, let's grab some gold here, shall we? Now with that, each one of these nodes is worth 3 extra gold pieces, and gold's pretty important early on, and one of the main things that you use it for especially is for your you need the 2 gold bars in order to make your laser cutting tool, which is what I'm going for. All right, so for spot number 2, you guys, for getting gold, I'm going to label this as kind of the mid-range or medium spot to get gold at for mid-game. And the reason being is because there's not really a great place to grab oxygen out here, and maybe a little bit better suited for when you have the skipper and whatnot. So I'm going to give you guys a reference point here. So there's your starter pod. This is the first Moxora little outpost here. And basically we're just going to turn around and you're going to head this way here. And what you're looking for is the big giant ship right here that's split into 3. And you know that you're getting closer there. Well, you can see the big giant ship, but there's also this little bit of a broken habitat here with the signal where you get the vertical building pieces. But you're going to come over here. This place is great. There's a bunch of gold. You can see it already. There's one here, one here. There's a gold node there. There's several over here. There's a few kind of hanging out in this area. And then there's more over in this side, and I apologize, it gets a little bit foggy over here, but there's some right there, there's some right there, and there's a bunch more in here. So this place is absolutely fantastic to come for gold. Now you could set up, potentially you could probably set up a miner. You could put a miner in here, or you could put a miner in this other side. And you could just let it go and then come back and get it, or you could set up yourself a little spot that you could come just to grab air, a little habitat corridor, come grab yourself air and just come out and manually mine it. So choice is yours. Don't forget too, there's also several of these containers in this area as well too. There's a container there, you saw that there was another one over on the other side. There's actually a couple more containers just out here in the front as well. I think it's 2. There's 1, there's 2. Yeah, so make sure you come and grab these containers too, because they do actually contain some blueprints, which is kind of a big deal. On to spot number 3. All right, and so for our very last spot here, you guys, I'm going to jump onto my skipper, and I'm going to give you a bit of a reference point here. This is going to be the first asteroid base that you come across. The starter pod's going to be back over that way, and basically what we're looking for is to turn this way here, and we're going to go towards the like there's the warp gate over there, and then this is one of the last kind of spots over here to check for a bunch of different patterns. we're going to come down to this. What you want is you want this spot right here of a couple of broken domes, and there is going to be some gold inside there. Yeah, on this side. Okay, so there's 4 gold nodes in here. I thought for some reason it was on that side, but it's actually this side. So when you come to the dome, if you're coming from that way facing the warp gate, then what you're looking for, so there's a warp gate that way, you're looking to come to the left side here, you guys. And what's neat about this spot too is there's a couple of crates in here as well too, but you can come in here. You really probably just need an oxygen canister. There's 4 more nodes in here. You could do this mid or late game. I'm saying late game because probably I think typically you would be over in this area a little bit later on, but they're 4 easy nodes to get to. So you could grab this whenever, you guys, but it is just another good spot to come grab. What would it be? 12 more? Yeah, 3 per, so 3, yeah, so 12 more gold, or if you wanted to come grab this. All right, you guys, and then with that last spot, I know it's not a ton of gold, but I did want to show it off just because it's not super hard to get to, and there is those loot crates, so I don't want you guys to miss out. So that's why I wanted to show that off. It's 12 more pieces of ore that you can get fairly simple with the mining tool. So the other 2 spots, I know there's definitely more to them, but it's just a spot that you can go grab yourself a little extra while you're out and about. But yeah, that's just 3 spots where you can grab yourself a bunch of the gold ore used for all of your building patterns that you can either get to with the handheld mining tool, or you could even, if you really wanted to, if you're ambitious enough, you could set up one of the auto lasers to be able to grab that stuff. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I do hope it helped out some new players, maybe even some veteran players if you didn't know about some of those spots. But with that, yeah, if you found this one enjoyable and helpful, please, on your way out, if you could hit that like button, that would be greatly appreciated. And I appreciate all of your guys' support. With that, I hope you guys all have an awesome day, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.